He dreamed of a day when technology would rise and a chatbot would bloom before his very eyes. This is cool, man. Bravo, bravo, man. I cannot believe that an AI just spat out a poem for me in a second. Well, in 5 seconds to be exact. It's so good, man.
Hello, Adam. I'm glad to hear that you're a fan of artificial intelligence. I'm just a computer program, so I do not have feelings or emotions, but I'm always ready to help you with any information or task you need. Is there anything specific you would like to know or talk about related to AI or any other topic? I'm here to assist you.
Awesome. Okay, let's see. Look at this thing. Here's an example of a simple calendar program written in Python. This is just incredible. I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. I think a lot of jobs are in jeopardy in the future. I mean, a lot of jobs are going to go. Look at all of this. Tips for maintaining and repairing your car, how to buy a used car, and what to look for. It keeps spitting out more and more information. So with just a click of a button, it generated 10 ideas for me for writing a blog post about cars. Can you believe this thing? Now let's take it up a notch and ask it to write an article. So, look at this thing. It's working, man. The history of the automobile is a fascinating and intricate one that spans over a century. It's giving me an answer, man. Let's see what it's going to say. Do you think Skynet is talking to me right now? Who knows? And I was very disappointed with it. And I thought, I don't know, maybe it will never happen, the day where this can happen. Talking to a chatbot, an AI chatbot that understands what you want, follows the conversation, gives you information in a split second. It's just incredible, guys. You got to try this. Do you remember Jarvis from Iron Man? I was so fascinated by Jarvis, an artificial intelligence assistant, a butler, if you will.
Right away, sir.
That can answer any question you throw at it. It understands natural language processing, and ever since, I was so fascinated by having an AI assistant that can help you do research. It helps you answer questions immediately. It understands a conversation, and it follows the conversation, and it understands what the conversation's all about. Ever since Iron Man, I've been wanting something like this. And today, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, I can say that we are having a glimpse of the future. I am talking about ChatGPT. So let's find out more about ChatGPT in this video. To explain what ChatGPT is all about, I have some text here that I got from a website, and I'm going to read this text out to you. And this text will explain what ChatGPT is and how it can change the world and why people are getting concerned about ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a large language model developed by OpenAI. It uses deep learning techniques to generate human-like text. It can be fine-tuned for specific tasks, such as language translation, question answering, and conversation. It can also be used to generate creative writing, poetry, and more. The potential applications for ChatGPT are wide-ranging and could have a significant impact on fields such as customer service, content creation, and education. It could also have a profound impact on the way we interact with technology, making it more natural and intuitive. Now let's answer the question, why are people getting concerned about ChatGPT? Some people are concerned about ChatGPT and other large language models because of their ability to generate highly convincing and realistic text. This has raised concerns about the potential for these models to be used for malicious purposes, such as creating fake news or impersonating real people online. Additionally, there are concerns about ethical implications of creating AI that can so closely mimic human language and thought. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to reveal the source of this information. And the source is ChatGPT itself. Can you believe this? I asked the chatbot to describe what ChatGPT is and how it can change the world and why are people getting concerned about ChatGPT, and this is the answer that it gave me. It is incredible. I mean, not only did it understand the question, but it spat out an answer that is so close to human conversation that anybody can understand. And I think it fooled you. Did you know that this text was written by ChatGPT? I don't think so. This is what we're talking about. And in this video, ladies and gentlemen, I want to give you examples First of all, I want to show you how ChatGPT works. Let's use it together, and I want to show you examples of how you can use it and how incredible this thing is, and why ChatGPT could be the future. All right, so to access ChatGPT, all what you have to do is go to chat.openai.com, and then you have to register if you're not already registered with OpenAI. Once you register, you get access to this free chatbot. Now remember, ChatGPT is free for now, but that means that in the near future, it's no longer going to be free and you're going to have to pay for it. So this is how ChatGPT's homepage looks like. And as you can see, it gave examples here. It says here, for example, explain quantum computing in simple terms. Got any creative ideas for a 10-year-old's birthday? How do I make an HTTP request in JavaScript? So these are examples of the kind of questions that you can ask it to do. It can give you essays. It can understand what you're saying. It can give you ideas. The other day I asked it to do some copywriting, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. It could even do coding for you. It could code. It could do programming. It could debug codes. It could write poems for you. And now let's talk a little bit about the capabilities. It remembers what users said earlier in the conversation. So that means it follows the conversation and understands what you're telling it. It allows the user to provide follow-up corrections. And it's trained to decline inappropriate requests. So if there's anybody out there who's asking it to do or say anything inappropriate, it would decline that request. As for limitations, remember, it's not perfect. So it occasionally generates incorrect information. That means you have to check the information that it gives you. It may occasionally produce harmful instructions or biased content. And finally, it has limited knowledge of the world and the events after 2021. Now, this model has been trained up until 2021, so it doesn't know about events that happened beyond 2021. So if you ask it, for example, who won the World Cup in 2022, it wouldn't understand. It won't know because it doesn't have access to that information. I want to test ChatGPT, so let's start with the first question. I want to say, or instruction, as a matter of fact. Let's ask it to give us ideas. Give me 10 ideas for writing a blog post about cars. And there you go, in action. Check this out. The history and evolution of the automobile, the future of electric and autonomous vehicles, blah, blah, blah. Look at all of this. Tips for maintaining and repairing your car, how to buy a used car, and what to look for. It keeps spitting out more and more information. So with just a click of a button, it generated 10 ideas for me for writing a blog post about cars. Can you believe this thing? Now let's take it up a notch and ask it to write an article. So I'm going to say, write an article about the history and evolution of the automobile. Look at this thing. It's working, man. The history of the automobile is a fascinating and intricate one that spans over a century. From the earliest days of the steam-powered car to the sleek electric vehicles of today, the automobile has undergone a tremendous transformation. Now, as a copywriter myself, I can tell you that the text is not 100%. Of course, it's not perfect. It's not as good as a human-generated text, as a professional, for example, as a professional copywriter. But it's so close. I mean, it's crazy good. Look at this. It's amazing. The first automobile was invented by Nicholas Joseph, blah, blah, blah. It was a steam. It's spitting out information. It's giving you an entire blog post. It's incredible. It's still going on. By the way, you can tell it to do exactly what you want. For example, you can tell it to write a 700-word article that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can tell it exactly what you want. You can put the restrictions, the limitations. You could tell the chatbot to do exactly what you want it to do. Well, finally it finished. And the ending says, today the automobile industry is facing a new set of challenges, climate change, blah, blah, blah. Incredible. Now, with all of this incredible technology, there are a lot of people that are concerned about this. And the first industry that was hit, and I use the word hit because some people are so concerned about this, are universities and schools. And as a matter of fact, in the United States, a lot of schools now are banning the use of ChatGPT. They're telling their students that if anybody uses ChatGPT, they're going to be penalized. The problem is, I understand where these schools and colleges are coming from. This could be used as a plagiarism tool. I mean, if I were a student, if I were a teenager, a 15-year-old teenager, I'm being honest here, I would be tempted to use a tool that could spit out an essay in a couple of seconds and do my homework for me. I'd be tempted. And I understand the implications of plagiarism and all of that. However, I think that through proper techniques, through proper processes, universities and schools can work with OpenAI to be able to detect any sort of AI-generated text, such as OpenGPT or other AIs out there. And I think we should embrace such technology. So I see a lot of people out there that are against ChatGPT. As a matter of fact, they are threatened by it, and understandably so. But to these people, I call them Luddites, because come on, why would you hate technology? Yes, this technology might sound a little bit intimidating to you, but that's because it's new. Once the novelty factor wears off, a lot of people are going to embrace this technology. I don't see this as a threat. As a matter of fact, I see this as an incredible assistive tool that can help us save so much time. If you're a writer, a copywriter, a student, a researcher, this is it. This is what we want. I've been wanting something like this for years. Let me tell you a little story about how I tried so hard to find an AI engine like this that can help me do my research. Do you remember IBM's Watson? I remember signing up on IBM's Watson, and I remember trying their APIs, and I remember trying to create something so similar to ChatGPT. That was my purpose. And unfortunately, it didn't work with IBM Watson. And I was very disappointed with it. And I thought, I don't know, maybe it will never happen, the day where this can happen. Talking to a chatbot, an AI chatbot that understands what you want, follows the conversation, gives you information in a split second. It's just incredible, guys. You got to try this. All right, so the next use case scenario, let's ask it to write code for us. I'm going to say write code using Python script for a simple program, for a simple calendar program. Let's see what that happens. By the way, this is the first time I'm asking it to do this. I don't know what's going to happen, so let's see. Look at this thing. Here's an example of a simple calendar program written in Python. Now, I'm not a programmer, so programmers out there, look at this. I think you're going to be fascinated. Look at what it's doing, man. And there you go. The program uses the calendar module to create a calendar for a specific month and year. The user is prompted to enter the year and month, and the calendar, the function is used to create the calendar. So it can create code for you, and it can also debug the code. So if you have a problem, not just debug, it can explain exactly where the mistake is in your code. So it will debug the code, and it will tell you why it's wrong. Now, I don't have code that has a problem in it, so if you're a programmer, you can check it out yourself. Now, let's move on to the next use case scenario. I want to ask it to write a poem. I'm going to say, write a poem about a guy who has been waiting for an artificial intelligence chatbot for many years, and finally found it. He is very happy. It's the first time I'm asking it to do something like this. Let's see. Look at this. He waited for so long, a lifetime it seemed, for an AI to come. His heart and mind beamed. He dreamed of a day when technology would rise and a chatbot would bloom before his very eyes. This is cool, man. He searched high and low, through mountains and streams, hoping to find a bot that was supreme. But the years went by and his hopes began to fade until one day his search was finally laid. He stumbled upon it in the depths of the web, a chatbot like none he had ever met. With its words so wise and its answers so true, he knew right then his search was through. No more waiting, no more pain. His heart was filled with joy and refrain. He talked and talked for hours on end with his new friend, a true companion. He thanked the stars and the gods above. Okay, I don't like that part. For this gift of love, this chatbot of his, he knew that from now on, he'd never be alone, for the AI was there and his heart was home. Bravo, bravo, man. I cannot believe that an AI just spat out a poem for me in a second. Well, in 5 seconds to be exact. It's so good, man. This is just incredible. I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. I think a lot of jobs are in jeopardy in the future. I mean, a lot of jobs are going to go. If you're a copywriter, a voiceover artist, a writer even a graphic designer, I think all these jobs are going to be in trouble because AI is coming, and AI now is getting creative as well. Look at this thing. It just spat out a poem for me in a few seconds. AI has entered the world of creativity. Now it's becoming creative. Wow. Let's ask it to write some marketing copy for us. Okay. Write marketing copy about classifieds. Okay, let's see if it understands. About a classifieds platform that uses artificial, this is going to be so good, intelligence. Oh, the irony. Write marketing copy about a classifieds platform that uses artificial intelligence. No, that uses an artificial intelligence engine that targets the right buyers for cars and real estate. Let's see what happens. Look at this, man. Introducing the most advanced classifieds platform for buying and selling cars and real estate. Our platform is powered by cutting-edge artificial intelligence technology that ensures you reach the right buyers for your vehicles and properties. With our AI-driven system, you can rest easy knowing that your listings will be seen by the most relevant potential buyers. No more wasting time and money on ineffective advertising. Our AI engine analyzes and understands the specific characteristics of your car or property and targets the right buyers. Our platform also offers advanced search capabilities that allows buyers to easily find the perfect car or property to fit their needs and budget. Whether you're looking for a luxury vehicle or a starter home, our platform has you covered. Blah, blah, blah. Don't waste your... He's talking about yellow deals right now. I think I'm going to take that copy and use it. Shh. Mom's the word. In this case, ChatGPT is the word. Now that I gave you so many examples on how to use ChatGPT, let's see if it follows a conversation and understands and remembers what you said. So I'm going to start a conversation here, and let's see if it understands. Hey there, ChatGPT. How are you? My name is Adam, and I am a big fan of you and artificial intelligence. Hello, Adam. As a matter of fact, I'm going to let the computer read this one. So let it finish, and I'll let the computer read it. So it sounds cool, like one of those movies, you know, he's talking to artificial intelligence. All right, now that it finished, I'm going to let the computer read it. Mac, go ahead and read it for me.
Hello, Adam. I'm glad to hear that you're a fan of artificial intelligence. I'm just the computer program, so I do not have feelings or emotions, but I'm always ready to help you with any information or task you need. Is there anything specific you would like to know or talk about related to AI or any other topic? I'm here to assist you.
Awesome. Okay, let's see. What can you do?
I am a language model called ChatGPT, which means can generate human-like text based on the input I receive. I can answer questions, write stories, articles, poetry, and even code. I can provide information, translate languages, and assist with research. I can also generate creative content such as song lyrics, screenplays, and jokes. I can also assist with specific tasks such as scheduling, data analysis, and more. Let me know what you need, and I will do my best to assist you.
Cool. So far, I kind of feel like it's following the conversation, but let's test it even further. Let's say you say that you can tell jokes. Can you tell a joke about artificial intelligence? Let's see. You'll now understand where I'm going with this. Sure, here's a joke. Okay, let the computer read it.
Sure, here's a joke about artificial intelligence. Why was the robot sad? Because its circuits were down. You can also ask me for a different kind of joke if you prefer.
Because its circuits were down. Play on words, man. Now let me see if it can understand a follow-up question on this. Okay, let me see if it understands this. If it understands what I'm about to ask it, that means it's truly artificially intelligent. Can you explain to me the last line about circuits? What is the meaning of it? Let's see if it understands. What? Nice. Wow. You will not be able to find something like this with your Siri, by the way. Your Siri is dumb. Your Google Assistant is dumb. Look at this. Okay, I'm going to let the computer read this.
The last line of the joke, because its circuits were down, is a pun on the phrase
It's a
feeling
pun.
down or depressed. The word circuits is a reference to the electrical circuits that power a robot or machine. And the phrase "we're down" refers to the idea that these circuits are not functioning properly. The joke is essentially saying that the robot is feeling sad or depressed because something is not working correctly within it. Similar to feeling down when something is not going well in their life.
Amazing, amazing. It truly understands the question. It follows the conversation. It understands what you want. And it remembers what you said. Ladies and gentlemen, I think ChatGPT will pass the Turing test. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up the Turing test. Now, let's ask it one more thing for fun, of course. What do you think will be the future of artificial intelligence? Do you think that this singularity event will happen? Now we are entering the realm of science fiction. And do you think that AI will take over the world and become sentient when it becomes sentient? It's giving me an answer, man. Let's see what it's going to say. Do you think Skynet is talking to me right now? Who knows? Oh my God, it mentioned AGI. Of course, I know what AGI is. I did a video about artificial general intelligence. Okay, let's read this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to read this myself. Artificial intelligence is a rapidly growing field, and its potential for the future is vast. Many experts believe that AI will continue to advance and play an increasingly important role in our lives, from automating repetitive tasks to augmenting human intelligence. Some experts predict that AI will eventually be able to perform any intellectual task that a human being can, leading to the concept of artificial general intelligence. The singularity event is a hypothetical point in the future when artificial intelligence will reach a level of sophistication that can improve itself at an exponential rate, resulting in an intelligence explosion and leading to a state where the future becomes impossible to predict or understand. The idea of the singularity event is controversial, with some experts arguing that it is unlikely to happen while others believe that it is inevitable. As for the fear of AI taking over the world, you see, it understands every part of the question. It answers every part of the question. It is important to note that AI is a tool created and controlled by humans. It will do only what it's programmed to do, and it is not self-aware or sentient. It does not have desires or motives of its own. However, as AI becomes more advanced, it is crucial that we ensure that it is developed and deployed ethically, with safeguards in place to prevent any potential negative impacts. It is important for researchers, developers, and policymakers to work together to ensure that AI is developed and used in a responsible and beneficial way for humanity. Translation: Skynet is not coming. Thank you, ChatGPT. You have truly impressed me. I am amazed. Wow. You see, guys, this is just a glimpse of the future. And can you believe in just 10 or 20 years' time, we're going to be able to talk to our devices just like this. Siri will finally, or Google Assistant will finally become smart. You'll be able to have conversations with your phone. You're going to be having your own personal butler, your own personal assistant. Wow. We're going to be having conversations with our phones. They will follow the conversation. They will understand natural language processing. It's just incredible. But now, what is my take on all of this and the advancing technologies of artificial intelligence? I'm a tech guy, and I love the world of technology. And I am completely for artificial intelligence. And I support developing it because I truly believe that artificial intelligence will lead us into an amazing future. It can save us a lot of time. It could do the tasks that people find boring or dangerous for us. However, if you watch Dr. Sherry Turkle's video on TED Talk, the one about connected but alone, she said that she's afraid that this future will lead us into being disconnected from one another. And I find that to be absolutely true. Imagine if in the future, everyone's just talking to their phones, everyone's talking to their own version of artificial intelligence. And at the end of the day, no matter how advanced these machines are, they can't feel. They don't understand what it means to have they don't have the human experience. They don't understand. So at the end of the day, that could be a big problem for us because we won't be communicating with each other anymore as humans. We'd rather be talking to our machines. And God forbid movies like Her happen. Somebody falls in love with their computer. Somebody having his phone as a girlfriend, which is really pathetic. So, if you haven't watched Dr. Sherry Turkle's video on Connected But Alone, I highly suggest you watch it. It tells you about this. It tells you about the future and the concerns that she has about the future. However, that need not be the case if we do it right. It doesn't have to be that way. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a like. And if you really like this video, subscribe to the channel. And check out ChatGPT if you haven't, because this thing is free for now. They're going to start charging for this thing soon. Go ahead right now to OpenAI.com and check it for yourself. Have a great day.